made it to, sorry, it's getting super windy here. It's crazy, it's like 75 degrees. And man, it's just beautiful, no humidity. So I'm coming from 95 degrees and 85 to 100% humidity. But we're at the Ford Performance Racing School. Will Motivation's here. Joey, I have to get his channel name again. Another guy's a channel has Raptor. And so we're gonna go through, today's the reception dinner. So we're just outside Salt Lake City, and today's the reception dinner. We're gonna go and hang out and check out the facility, and then I'm sure they're gonna prepare us what we're gonna do tomorrow. They tell you to drink 64 ounces of water beforehand. So I think we're going up in the mountains. We're at about 4,400 feet elevation here where we're at, but it's beautiful here. It's like I'm in some alien territory. It's just a cool spot. So anyway, let's go check it out. So this is where we're having dinner. Man, the Focus RS, which you know, go back and watch that video if you haven't seen it. But this, you know, I loved my GT350. Well, that's a Coyote 5.0, but man, this car, I love this car. I don't know, man. I think I might buy one. So let's not make any proclamations here. All right, good. Swiss tracks, not race deck. That's good. I love this thing. Man, I'd love to get one of these on the track. Roll bar. Just a pro shop. I don't know. I guess I could get a Raptor shirt. I don't know if I can wear a Ford shirt around. I don't know if that quite suits me. Too much of a snob. One shirt, yeah, especially since they're printing them on Next Level shirts. And that'll get punted in the trash in about 2 minutes. Yep. Sneak in here. Helmet room.
Well, welcome. You're going to find out that we've got a great facility, both for pavement and the off-road that we're doing.
What's your channel?
Big Guy, Bigger Truck.
Have you ever had a Gen 1?
No, I have not. This is actually the first time I've ever driven a Gen 1.
Yeah. And this one's a little, how many miles are on this one?
90,000?
Okay, so this is a Turo Special, 90,000
Yeah,
miles.
yeah. Yeah, limited edition.
But the great thing about these suckers is that you can put 200,000 miles on this motor.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
pretty stout.
Oh, yeah, sure. It feels so different.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
the tech,
oh,
the steering wheel.
the steering wheel's so different.
Yeah.
The steering feels really nice though. It's really responsive. So.
And the V8 sounds great.
Yeah. It doesn't pull as hard as I mean, I don't know how much that has to do with the condition it's in.
No,
but it's pure,
yeah.
It's heavier, right? Like 600 or 700 pounds or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, heavier, less torque, less horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a completely different truck.
Yeah.
A little bit more sound, though.
Oh, yeah. That's the best part about it.
Oh, yeah.
But mine has, because I have a Gen 1 and a Gen 2, and my Gen 1 has Devers, the heftier leaf springs in the rear, has leveling kit in the front. The Devers in the rear make a huge difference in, highway and driving around the road, the floatiness of it. And of course, if you're towing, it doesn't squat as much. But I have the Devers came for my Gen 2. I'm going to be doing that next couple of weeks, actually.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so before the truck, I had a 2012 Grand Cherokee SRT, and that thing was magical. Had a Borla ATAC on it. It was loud and it sounded amazing. Get the truck, and I'm like, I want to change the exhaust out. So, and I just did a video where I talked about it, where I installed the same exhaust system, a Borla ATAC, from the X pipe all the way back to the factory tips, and it sounded like hot garbage. I'm not kidding.
Wait, on the Gen 2 Raptor? Yeah.
It sounded like I've watched so many videos. I was like, yeah, that sounds good.
It's fart crazy.
Oh, it starts out and it's like at idle. It's like, this sounds good. It's like almost V8-ish, kind of low pitch rumble, and then it starts getting a little louder as you accelerate, depending on like where the turbos are and the RPM and stuff like that. And then once you floor it, it sounds like someone's sitting behind you with 2 coffee cans full of rocks, just doing like this and screaming at you at the same time. 1 mile.
Yeah.
And I rode around with that thing for 1 week, and I called my buddy that installed it for me. And I was like,
jack it back up.
We gotta go back. And came right back off, and Borla picked it up the other day.
Back to stock.
Oh yeah, absolutely back to stock.
Yeah, I mean, I've been tempted so much, but you know,
I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Or something, but yeah, it just, you're amplifying horrible.
Yes, exactly.
I'm doing the bumper,
like the ADD ones.
Yeah, the ADD Pro. Freaking things like 6Gs though, man.
Yeah, they're real proud of their bump. They're real pretty, but they're real proud of them.
Well, the problem, the bumper's only like $1,700, but then you got to do the Intercooler Relocation Kit.
Yep.
And whatever else I got.
You got to relocate the. Do you have to relocate the adaptive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Get that bracket. You got to buy that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the intercooler. I'm just doing a whole new intercooler. I think we're doing a black AFE power that we're gonna paint it black. I'm excited about that. That's gonna transform the look of the truck. That and you're leveling it.
I did that too. I did a 2.5-inch leveling kit on mine the same time with the exhaust.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Because I'll gain about 3/4 of an inch in the rear. Because the Beaver's a +3, but I'll pull the block out, so it'll sit. Basically, I think you gain like 0.7 inches or something.
Yeah.
And I'll go 2 1/4 in the front. Same thing as my Gen 1. It'll be legit.
Oh yeah, we did it that weekend, and it's so much nicer. It just looks so much more. It makes so much more sense.
But can you do the motorized steps where you live?
Yeah.
Because like some places they freeze up and stuff.
Oh no, we're not that bad there. In Memphis, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
we'll have like 2 days where it's real bad, and then it's just. But yeah, I don't know. Have you heard anything about the tune that Ford's? Because I want to tune mine real bad.
Oh, Ford's gonna have
Ford's doing their. They were supposedly doing their own, which I think is honestly just a rebranded Whipple, because they're real close with Whipple.
That
I think.
Would be cool. I'd do that if it was warranted.
Exactly. They said, and it will be warranted. I honestly think it's the same as a Stage 1 Whipple tune.
Yeah.
It's the exact same software.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to mess with it because I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about that. I mess with every car I ever do. But
exactly.
I have a bad.
The truck's so expensive, and I really don't want them to go, man, your warranty's done. So I'm trying to hold out, and every time I call them, it's pretty much the same thing. We're waiting on 50 state emissions approvals.
Yeah.
So someone's just sitting on it. So I don't know if I'll be out of warranty by then, or by the time it comes around, or what. But it's supposedly I think the Whipple tune is like 75 horse and 150 torque, which is
silly,
terrifying.
Yeah, it makes the car 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds. Yeah.
Right, a 5,000 was it like a 5,600, 5,700 pound truck or something?
Yeah.
And now suddenly it's doing like Mustang
brakes,
speeds.
Though. I know a lot of guys have success with the Alcon brakes. They do really well on it, but
yeah, I would agree with that.
I just mosey around in my truck though.
Oh man, I get so much flack. He's like, oh, you don't use the truck for what it's for, and I'm like, I go to Kroger in it, and I go to work in it.
Yep.
And that's all it's for. If you want to go buy a $70,000 truck and jump it over a mountain,
trip out.
Go for it, man. All you. I'm not doing that. So yeah, it does need brakes, though, for sure.
Well, I don't know about you, but I find myself, I'm driving in that thing, and I forget I got to stop.
Oh yeah.
How many times does that happen? Where you're moving.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh shoot.
Yep.
I got to stop 6,000 pounds. This truck and the other is, other than the less horsepower.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get 12 miles, 11 and a half, depending on how you drive, 11 to 12 miles per gallon. Yeah. 12.6.
12.6.
Versus, 16, 15, 16 in the new one.
In half a mile, the destination is on your right.
I honestly forget when I get gas in that truck.
Yeah, because you get 500 miles.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I did it. Every time I get
I always have to double credit card it though, because all the pumps have $100 maximum.
Oh man, how much is gas where you are?
It's like 3 something.
Woo! It's like 250 something for me.
Oh, well, you must be getting 87 octane then.
Yeah, I go to Kroger in it. I'm not jumping over mountains.
You got to run 93. All right, we'll punt this footage in the trash.
Well, Henry, as you said, Ford F-150 Raptor really is the ultimate high-performance off-road vehicle, bar none. There's nothing out there like it.
We'll jump in our trucks, we'll pair up, we'll head out and do our on-site breakouts. You're going to do a handling course out in back where we'll get to run the truck through all modes, and you can feel how they all interact and how the truck changes its personality from mode to mode. It's pretty amazing. Especially for me, the part that's so amazing is the braking, how much it changes the braking, the bias, the pulses, everything, just at the push of a button. The truck is extremely smart. And then you're going to go over to John and Todd's exercise, which is the creepiest one that we do, and you'll see exactly what I mean when you guys get over there. We're going to do a big side hill to 30 degrees, and we're going to head out. We're going to start all of our trail rides. We're going to go out, we're going to drive down the highway about 15 minutes to Stockton. We're going to head out to our trailhead, and then we're going to start driving them in the dirt just like they were intended. We'll be up on a big mine shaft at about 6,000 feet. So that'll be pretty cool once we're up there. Then we'll do some hill climbs and some hill descents, and then we'll go do our desert run back and forth, and then we'll come back to the facility. The hill climbs get more and more technical, more and more steep and difficult as the day goes on. So we'll be building up to some pretty wild hill climbs as well. The racetrack right now is 4,500 feet. Those of you flatlanders like myself that come from down south, this is pretty high altitude. You're going to find that you get dehydrated really easy. So get your thumbs out. Get them out of the wheel. Your steering wheels, almost all steering wheels you see nowadays have those little bumps on them. Those are there for a reason. It's not a stylish mode or things like that. That is where your thumbs go. On the wheel, on the face. You're going to find that when you drive a car, you ride a motorcycle, you ride a mountain bike, if you get your thumbs in there and you're in there tight, what happens to your arms?
Arm pump.
You get arm pump. Terrible. And you get fatigued and your arms get tired. You're going to find that when you hold the steering wheel and you hold it with your hand, your arm is pretty relaxed. As soon as your thumb goes in, you see what happens to your arm? All of those things pull. That's when you get fatigued. Because you get to your apex right away, apex is the centermost part of the corner. You can come in there nice and hot, because you're getting very little steering. You shoot in there, what happens here? Yeah, you're going to knock that gas. So that's the same radius all the way through. That means you can't add any more steering, because that's all it's going to take. You can't add any more throttle, because that's all it's going to take. So you're maintaining that throttle, that steering, it'll hold it all the way through. You can usually carry one speed. What we use in the desert, which we're going to use out here, is you're going to brake in a straight line, get through there, get turned. It's called a late apex, slow in, fast out. Press the brake pedal firmly. We're going to be doing this out in the exercise too, so you guys get to practice before we leave the property. Hard. Bring the RPMs up to about 1,800, 2,000 RPMs. And you're still holding the truck back with the brakes. With the RPMs up, you're going to slowly release the brake, and that's how you're going to maintain the speed of the truck. All with the brakes, all with the left foot. Your right foot goes against the tunnel to add friction. You'll see a lot of off-road guys have that grip tape like a skateboard on the floor and on the sides, so they can use that for some of those situations. What happens is you get to an obstacle. You're on the gas and the brake, so you're releasing the brake. The RPMs are already up, so the truck goes up the face of it. At the top, you press the brake a little harder, you slow it down, and it will ease down the backside of the obstacle. If you're one of those gas and goers, you get up to it, you go, boom, boom, and the truck comes down, you slam over it. You have to control the truck on both sides of the obstacle.
Will hold the load, the weight of the truck by itself. Are you going to have good steering, good brake, good performance? Absolutely not, but can the tire do it? Yes. So there's a lot of things with tires that people are going to give you. Everybody's got their own opinion, and I teach off the Rubber Manufacturers Association of America book that every tire engineer builds tires by. Auxiliary 1 and 2, turn the front 20-inch KC light on and the rear orange marker lens on. The second we get off pavement, the second we get off-road, boom, these two lights go on. The second we get almost to pavement or on pavement. If it's really dusty today, the last thing you want to do is come into the end where we're all stopping in the dust cloud and then turn your markers off before you get on the road, okay? The rear amber lights are on so that whether you're on the brakes or not, you always have some sort of light shining to the guy behind you saying, hey, I can see a light on the truck in front of me up front. You should never use the camera as the only, I see people do this. And it happens. it's not what it's for, okay? It's a backup. Like sometimes we'll be climbing up a steep hill today, and you may want to look and make sure you're not veering to the left or right, because all you see is the dirt walls on the side of you and blue skies. That's when you look down at it and kind of make sure that you're driving through the way you need. Hill descent control is primarily used for slippery surface hill descents or long hill descents where you're constantly riding your brake. The light's lit up, the locker's locked. We're going to have you unlock the differentials quite a bit today. We're only going to use the locking differentials when we need them. Because our trucks usually see more low range shifts in one day than most of your guys do in a year. We do 100 schools a year, 300 schools over the 3 years. Our trucks get an awful lot of wear and tear on them. So we want to minimize the wear and tear because of that. So if we know we're in a tight turning, high traction situation, we don't need the locking differential on, we're going to have you turn it off.
Outside.
It's our rides for the day. We got our radio set up. Dang, you make this truck look small.
Keep in mind that just touching the brake pedal is not left foot braking. You need to feel the brake dragging the truck the whole time you're doing it. We're going to neutral, coasting it in behind me and stopping. Going to rock crawl mode, give it enough time to shift.
Four-wheel low.
Four-wheel low, yep. With the diff off. That just looks...
I don't really use the modes.
I use sport just, you know, intermittently just for fun, and that's it. You know.
Problem with sport on the road, it's all herky-jerky.
Oh man, the shift points are obnoxious.
Yeah.
I do not like them.
So why we do this is we're practicing our left foot braking. You barely even need to give it any gas to move. And if you get really timid and you don't want to go all the way up on the side hill, you can just leave your passenger tires down the bottom in the gravel, and then I'll know that you're comfortable where you're at.
So we're doing the old lean.
Oh yeah.
I
guess we're doing the 30 degree thing right out of the box. That just looks nefarious.
It's gonna feel a lot worse when you're up there.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Keep it right there, looking good. Slow, 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 stop. How you feeling up there?
That's nefarious. Like, this is unnatural.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
To freak you out a little bit?
Smidge.
Let me help you.
No, don't help me with that.
That's how you got an amazing truck right there.
That's so crazy. That's crazy.
Awesome. Go ahead and pull on up behind the blue one.
Yep.
Hey, smile for a big picture though.
Awesome.
Hey, Todd, they're all yours.
Never want to do that again.
Oh, we gotta go back through it.
No, you got to go back through it.
Oh yeah.
I get to sit on that side and weigh that half of the truck down.
With the foot on the brake. So as soon as one truck starts climbing, one truck you can now go up to the bottom columns.
I changed my mind. I want to go home.
I love this thing. Oh Lord.
This is the crazy part. We can't see anything.
All right, keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, so locker off, hill descent control on. So there's one thing as you guys switch. So what RPM are you at coming up the hill?
Like 18.
So it really should be about 16.
Okay.
So I never pick a specific RPM and stay at that. I use the least brake and the least gas to get the job done. When you feel like the motor's pulling up like that and it's like really working, and like when you stop, like the car
Lurches.
has a ton of energy transfer, it's like you can kind of feel at that point it's too much. So you want to minimize that. But what you don't see is as you left foot brake, and I know Todd said use 1800, but it's not always that easy. I want to help you guys really go to the next level. But as you do that, the tires start to come together in the front. when they come together, the front of the truck raises up, which is the last thing you want to do while climbing, because you're transferring weight to the rear. We want to left foot brake and pull the weight down on the front and just kind of plant the front. And so if your tires are driving like this, you're losing traction. If your tires are driving straight, you're maintaining that traction, that consistent contact patch, climbing the hill. So just lighten up on your, when you just less brake.
Less brake. Okay.
And so when you're coming, you kind of focus on that, and you guys work together as a team to really kind of figure out how to be the smoothest you can be.
Okay.
Have you guys used hill descent control before?
No.
I haven't a BMW.
Okay. How much you trust your truck? Hopefully a lot.
Well, I just went sideways.
Go,
so yeah.
When I say go, you can have both hands on the wheel, no gas, no brake.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
Let the truck roll in. Can you see where you're going?
Not really.
You don't know there's a big ditch down there that's dirt, big ditch right here that's cement. You'll be okay.
Okay.
At the bottom, turn left when you get in line. These guys are going to start rolling around. So when you catch up to them, because you'll be waiting at the back, driver swap at that point.
Okay.
Make sure hill descent gets turned off. It goes on the fly, remember, so you can just tap the hill descent button as you're driving over.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll go over all the parameters of hill descent again before you drive up.
All right.
Okay. Don't look, that's cheating.
Okay.
Both hands on the wheel, both feet on the ground, let it rip. Okay, Todd.
Hey, Todd, you go ahead and start pulling the group around.
That's
wow.
Driver swap when they catch up.
That's
Copy.
crazy.
That was the least of our.
Also, guys, you kind of know the drill now. We took time getting through everything. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit when we get on the side hill over here for driver's number.
I can't see a darn thing.
Slow down just a little bit. To the right a little bit.
Holy moly!
Left a little bit. There you go.
It's way worse in the driver's seat.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Uphill a little bit, uphill. Keep coming. Uphill more. More uphill. More. More. A little more. And stop. How's it feel?
Yeah, I like it better here than over there.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, being in control is way better than being in that seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind that as much over here.
I got all that weight of him up here, so
Yeah.
I'm good. So you're left foot braking the whole way through that?
All the time.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
doing.
do it high speed, low speed, never stop. Well, if I'm just driving to work, I don't do it, but if traffic's crazy or rush hour, I have to do it.
That's crazy.
I-5 neutral, coast, stop.
Nicely done.
I'm getting it, I think.
Coming. A little more. That's good. So you can start feeling as you do it more and more, less is more actually. And
Yeah.
and even like braking like a high speed, like when I want to have a lot of contact pressure and have tight steering, it's just a subtle applying of the brake. I'll be still full throttle, and I suggest trying, even when you're leaving the parking lot here, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
When we're driving out, just try driving and then putting your foot on the brake, but don't let off the gas and just feel the truck go, and it kind of plants itself in the front end drops, and that gives you more steering pressure in the front. Helps you turn a lot better in the dirt off road.
Yeah.
Just makes you all around better driver. Okay, locker off. Your hill descent is already on, so don't turn it on. And neutral coast and stop, normal mode. Let it rip.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much as going up does.
Oh, no.
And going up was.
Yeah. It's because you just look
Yeah,
at
you
the
can't
sky.
see it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And now you're going to do the neutral coast stop. Go to neutral, coast it in. When the truck stops, go ahead and shift it back to normal mode. Turn your hill descent off. We're going to roll over to the off-road handling course.
Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.